Yo, what's going on, everybody? Los here, coming at you from Los's Comic Journey, and today I have quite a bit of packages to unbox for you guys. Um, some of these are some eBay purchases, some of the whatnot wins. I think maybe a couple, maybe one or two of these are like a giveaway that I won from whatnot. So just gonna unbox over these, some of these. The last one I'm gonna unbox, I believe, it's a book that I've wanted back in the collection for a while, especially because I've got rid of another book of this. So I always wanted it back. So definitely happy to get this, and I will let you know how I got that book. And I think I got it for a steal. So without further ado, let's get to these packages. So I already cut this one open, but I'm gonna fast forward through all these anyway. So this was a recent whatnot win. There's a few hip hop covers that I like and stuff. So I saw this one, thought it was pretty cool. Love this artist, love this album. So definitely picked this one up. I believe this was from Comic Kings, if I'm not mistaken. It's hard to know which whatnot sellers because sometimes it's just like, oh, it's just lot one or whatever and stuff like that. So it's kind of difficult to tell. But I got this guy right here. So Spider-Man #1, and this is the Big Pun cover. So I thought this was pretty cool. And, all right, let's jump into the next one. And a lot of these were packaged very well. All right, sorry about that. This was actually a whatnot giveaway win that I had. It's from Tater Tot Comics. I know that because it was fairly recent. And while I appreciate how well it was packed, sometimes it's tough because it's packed so well that when you're taking it out, there's a chance that you can actually damage the book. So it doesn't need to be too crazy, but I definitely appreciate it. And this was Godzilla King of the Monsters versus Bertanas, number 13? Yep. And it was a newsstand copy, so I thought that was pretty cool. But, again, it's a giveaway win, right? So who doesn't like free stuff? That can always be a giveaway that I do. We're again another whatnot win, and these were both from Mighty Mel, and he had a decent sale going on. He was selling a bunch of ratio variants like he normally does. I jumped on there, grabbed a couple for I think a decent price, especially when you have King in Black #5. I believe this is the 1 and like 500 sketch or something like that. So happy to grab that for the price that I did. And this was another one that I thought was a pretty good steal. This is Amazing Spider-Man Full Circle #1, and I believe this is like the 1 in 100, or it was a bigger ratio. And I want to say I got this for like $11. You know what I mean? So you can look up what that book is going for on eBay. There's not too many, so for $11, sure, why not? All right, and remember when I tell you guys about grabbing those early Miles issues? Well, not only do you grab those early Miles issues, you grab those early Miles second prints. And here is number 7. So second print, gotta snag those. I believe this was from another whatnot, and it's like Lee Valley Comics, LV Comics or something like that. It's like Lee Valley. I believe they're out of like Pennsylvania or something like that. So definitely check them out. Got some good books, good sales. And another book that I grabbed, for an all black cover. This does not look bad at all, guys. You're gonna have some spotting here and there, but for the price that I paid for this, number 8, second print. So another good book right here. Again, all those early Miles, especially those second prints, low print run. You got to snag those up, man. And I got those, I think, for a steal, especially when you look at the prices that they're going for on eBay I definitely didn't pay those prices, so appreciate that. Appreciate the pull tabs. And so one of the things a lot of people I know, sometimes complain about whatnot. Appreciate the pull tabs. One of the people, people complain about whatnot sometimes, where there's a lot of sellers. Sometimes you can't get good deals or whattever it is, and honestly, you just have to bounce around. And you know what? Forgot that this one was in here. I'm gonna leave those for like second to last, because I think these were a steal, and when you see them, you know what I'm talking about. This was another whatnot seller. I forgot. It was like I want to say like Miraculous Comics or something like that. So for these two books that I'm gonna show you later on, he basically like found a box of books that were kind of like laying around that he just wanted to like sell, and he jumped online. I just happened to jump in the chat when I saw some of these books go up, and I did not hesitate to go for them, and you will see why in a second. Like I said, sorry that there's a I want to add a little mystery to it, but like I said, I feel like those. Sorry about that. I feel like those are some really good books, and I definitely want to leave those for almost last. See, so this is what I'm talking about. Sorry for all this, but I just want you guys to like kind of hear this, because it's, again, one of those things where I appreciate these packaging, but the tape and the stickiness on this, it's really bad when you're trying to like take books out of here, because a lot of times you can mess up your book. So that always, it's not a bad thing, but you just need to be careful. So this seller actually threw in another freebie. Let me see if this was another whatnot win. This was from Meh Compton Comics, I think. Again, I jumped on so many whatnot auctions that sometimes the names escape me. So I apologize for anybody that I missed. So here is the original E-Man. I'm not sure if this was like kind of like a one-shot or something. Number 5. This was a kind of a throw-in with the book that I did get, and that is Tomb Raider number 45. There you go. Nice little Adam Hughes cover. So these bad boys tend to sell pretty good, especially for Adam Hughes covers, and you can kind of see why. There you go. I'll give you another shot of that. All right. So again, some of these things are the luck of the draw, right? You just kind of happen to bounce around from room to room, and you just happen to jump into some of these books. Now, some of them are a little tougher, just because when you go into a room that there's a seller that doesn't have the title of the books that he's selling, they basically just put, oh, this is lot 1, lot 2, lot 3, or something like that, and you basically have to wait in the room to see what books they have for sale, right? Whatever they put up to list. So it's tough to gauge the room, and you basically just go say, okay, I go into this room and I see the books that he's potentially selling, right? It's like, okay, I'm in here for a little bit. I see he's selling these types of books or whatever, dollar books, or some keys or whatever. So you kind of like jump in the room, and I usually tend to just see what they have for a few, especially if they're not listing their books on there, right? When you kind of look at the chat and you kind of see it and it doesn't have it listed, you kind of have to just wait around and see what they have. So sometimes it's a pain, but that's why I tend to jump around sometimes, especially if I see that they don't have anything. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to sit in this room for that long, because I might be missing out on something else. So I just bounce around from room to room, see what everybody's posting. If they do have an actual listing and they put the name on it, I'll go into it and say, okay, remind me, so that it'll pop up and I can kind of jump back into the room. So that's the way I kind of just like bounce around from like whatnot. So this seller again also threw in some freebies. Threw in Free Comic Day Spider-Man #1. So everybody knows this was like the whole, this was supposed to be the first appearance of a character, but then it got delayed because of, COVID and everything. But the cool thing is that if you get this graded, they still kind of like notated that this was supposed to be the first appearance. So I think that's pretty cool. The other one that he threw in was Wonder Woman 765. That's a cool cover right there. Those nice little photorealistic covers, always pretty cool. I'm not sure who the artist is. This, I don't want to say anybody for sure, but that's a very cool cover. So thank you for those freebies. And this is the book that I actually won. So I do have the first print of this, and when I was able to snag this one for, I can't for the life of me remember how much I actually paid for it, but I'm pretty sure it was pretty damn cheap. But it was Teen Titans #12. The second print, so by the red background, and this is the first appearance of Batman Who Laughs. But I have the first print of this. I think the second print looks pretty damn cool with the red. And again, with second prints, first prints, or the second prints and third prints and all that stuff starting to rise in value because of the scarcity of them. There's obviously a lower print run. You couldn't beat it. I was saving these and looking these up on eBay and stuff like that, and then this popped up in a whatnot auction for, I want to say like $10 or something like that. So I'm like, yep, I will take that. Thank you. So definitely happy to have that one. What do we have here? All right, sorry about that. So I'm back, and let's just take this. Because it had a nice little extra backboard tape to it, so always appreciate that. So again, I'm always appreciative, when people bag stuff appropriately, and always appreciative of that. And even if the book you're buying is not an expensive book, you didn't pay a lot of money for it, you should still pack it pretty well, right? That, in my opinion, right? That's when I sell stuff. I try to pack everything the way I want to receive something, right? I'm a collector myself, and I want to ship things out in the order that somebody bought it. You bought it in a certain condition, you want it to receive in a certain condition, right? So I appreciate that when they, go the little extra mile and stuff to add things. But again, like I said before, not too hard, so when you're unpacking it, you don't mess it up. But I appreciate it. And this is Edge of Spider-Geddon, #1, the variant cover. So this is also pretty cool with Spider-Punk smashing the guitar. And I paid $3 for this, so cover price is $3.99. So when you could pay less than cover price for a book, yes, I know shipping and all that stuff brings it up a little bit. But, again, when you're not paying eBay prices and eBay, like, shipping fees and tax and stuff like that, so it definitely works out to be pretty good. So, all right, let's see what this is. All right, cool. All right. So I know what this guy was. I appreciate the Mylar and the double backboard. And this one again, like I said, there's some hip hop covers that I really like, and this is one of them. Scarlet Witch, #1. Hip hop variant. Thought this was really cool. I believe this is a like an Eminem cover. Bill Sienkiewicz, however you want to pronounce it. Yeah, thought this was a cool cover, so I appreciate that. All right, so we're getting down to nitty gritty. We got 2 more books here, or we got this package here. We got the slab, and then we got the 2 books from earlier. That I will show you before the slab, right? So the slab is the grand finale, and then I'll go with these other books before that. So, all right. And this is, it's not bad, especially for what I paid for it, you know, a little crunch there, but I could press that out. And it is Miss Marvel #1 second print. So I believe she has like 7 or 8 printings of this. You can tell by, obviously it says second printing, but also the color banner. So this is the blue one. They have an orange, pink, or, you know, purple, whatever, stuff like that. So there's a bunch of them. There's a sketch one. So there's definitely a lot of them out there. I believe the 7th printing is one of the more expensive ones as well. But anytime you could get some of those lower printings that tend to be lower in print run, they always pop up. Obviously her show's coming out next week, and hopefully they take some of the adaptation from this run, because this was actually a really cool run. This is where most of the people, I think, really started enjoying Kamala Khan as a character, so I think this is pretty cool. But yeah, definitely a good pickup. So if you can find those in the wild or wherever for fairly cheap, definitely scoop those up now. So now let's get back to, because I have the slab last, and that's an eBay. The slab was an eBay purchase. These last two are also from Whatnot, and when these came on, again, the seller didn't have really anything like listed prior, and he was just putting books out because, like I said, he found the box. And when I saw these, he put them on as a set. I jumped on these immediately. I knew what they are, and I really thought that this was gonna run up, right? People were gonna bid on it. This thing was gonna go to at least $100 or whatever, and it never did. It just stayed at where it's at. The first one is Riri Williams Ironheart #2, second print. Yep, second print. So this alone, you can see, go on eBay and see how much this is going for alone, right? Just this one. So I wasn't even really going for this one. I was going for the other one, but this was in it, and I was like, yep, I will take it, right? We all know she's coming. I believe they already cast the actress to play her. They're just, you know, getting everything scripted and all that stuff going. But, you know, I was like, yep, absolutely. And then this was the one that I was really going for. Ironheart #1, second print. Yeah. This is a book that you do not see in the wild very often. When it's on eBay, it's extremely pricey. And yeah, when that was up, I couldn't believe that it didn't go for higher. You know, I've rarely seen anybody even post these. I think like Whodat and you know, maybe I'm just trying to, like, off the top of my head, because there is not too many people like posting this book. So when I saw this, I was like, absolutely, I am going after this. And I couldn't believe it. You know, I texted my brother. I'm like, dude, I just won both these books for $32. I lost my shit. So I'm like, yes. And they're in pretty good condition. There's a little bit of, you know, some crud here that I can probably clean off. A couple little ticks that I can probably press out. But ultimately, man, this is, you know, it's a good book. And again, if you can find this in the wild, man, even less than $100, you're doing good. So to find this for the price that I did, I nearly lost it, man. So those are the, you know, 2 books before the slab, right? So hopefully the slab lives up to what those 2 guys were. This, like I said, it was an eBay purchase. It was something that I was watching for a while. It's a book that I got rid of. Well, not got rid of, but I sold it. And a little, you know, still a little mad at myself that I did, just because I love this character. And I was like, all right, well, you know, I think once I start talking about it, you guys might know. You know, this character's first appearance and first print is starting to get pretty damn pricey. So I was like, okay, I can't afford that right now. I would like to have that book back in my collection, but it was just going to be too much. So I was looking at this book, and there was literally one bid on it. Nobody was bidding on it. Pretty sure I know why, but I didn't care. I was bidding on the book. And, you know, put a couple bids, literally whatever they had as their top bid, and like outbid theirs. 3 bids. This book, what it's going for, which is lower grades of this book company are going for way more. Ultimate Fallout 4, second Sarah Pacelli, 9.4 PGX, right? PGX. Of course, I know why for a lot, because it's PGX, which for me, I don't care. Buying the book and not the company. I always wanted this book, right? I think this is a great book for like signatures because of all the white. There's so many people that worked on this book. But when people miss out on a book just because it's in a different type of slab for a grading company, I don't care, right? I can easily crack this book out, clean and press it, whatever, submit it to CBCS, CGC, whatever I want to do. And it's still cheaper than what people are paying for this as a CGC 9.4, right? 9.2s, 8.5s I've seen go for more than what I paid for 9.4 just because it's in a PGX lab. Honestly, when a book is getting graded at a 9.4 or higher, all companies are going to grade it that, right? Like, I'm looking at this book right now in the case, and honestly, I can see maybe why, the corner over here might be, a little blunted. The wrap might not be the greatest. A couple little, in the bottom corners here, there's like a little tiny little discoloration white. Other than that, that's about it. Like, this book presents extremely well. If I wanted to crack it and press it, clean and press it again, just in case, and resubmit this to CBCS or CGC, I'm pretty sure it will still come back a 9.4, maybe even a 9.6. So for the price that I paid for it, I'm extremely happy. I mean, I love this character, and for the price that I paid for it, especially with all the his books, his first print is rising, the first print going absolutely bonkers, the second print starting to like rise up now, especially in high grades, 9.6, 9.8s are going absolutely crazy. So for me to get this one in this grade, in this condition, I can't complain, man. I'm super happy. Like I said, I love this character, and yeah, super happy. So hopefully that didn't disappoint. And hope you enjoyed the video. That's it for my unboxing. I appreciate you guys being here, and hopefully I can start doing more of these, man. I mean, I'm trying to get some more content out there for you guys, and I know I am not the biggest, supporter of myself, right? Like, I don't really promote myself very well and stuff like that. So hopefully with the channel name change, people could start seeing that I am a comic book channel, and hopefully I can start putting out some more content. Hopefully it's not just unboxing videos. Hopefully I can do some other things. Maybe I'll do some more, collaboration with people and stuff. So definitely look forward to that, and hopefully this would be a start anew, right? So thanks for being here. I appreciate you guys, and until next time, peace.